welcome. This is Mudchin100 here, and welcome to the new series. This is a new series involving Pokemon Showdown, and yeah, it makes it a lot easier to have these Pokemon for stuff like that, so you can just kind of do whatever you want with it. But anyway, guys, this is just kind of a Pokemon Showdown. It's a Pokemon battle kind of simulator thing, and yeah. So I'm going to be doing a lot of battles on this, and I want to make this into a large series. It's going to be a pretty big series, I think, and maybe get competitive. So yeah, well, this is the team I was using this time. I had a Magnezone with an Insect Plate randomly, and yeah, you can see all the information basically right there. And then Notchess, the Chestnut, yeah, and then Chompzz the Garchomp, Greninja the Greninja, Heracross the Heracross, and Tweet the Talonflame. Most of these, like the Greninja and the Chestnut, are modeled after what I have in Pokemon, but some of them are not. Like Tweet, I guess, has been tweaked, if you want to say it that way. And yeah. Well, the Garchomp I have, or it's actually a Gabite right now, but it's going to be a Garchomp sometime soon when I train it and whatnot. But anyway, welcome to the new series. This is just a little introduction so that you know what's kind of going on. It is Pokemon Showdown, and yeah, I'm going to make this kind of a series. And probably, I don't know, I'm going to keep my like wins and losses in the corner here, and there's going to be 3 rounds this time. And yeah. So these are the Pokemon I was using, and I might turn this into like a competitive like Pokemon statistics and whatever. I might keep statistics on a spreadsheet or something. I don't know. Enough of my ranting. This is Team Mud 2, and if you have a team to suggest to me, make sure to leave it in the comments. I don't know how many Pokemon fans I actually have in my subscriber base right now, but I would like to have a few more anyway. So share this with your friends if you know they'll be interested, and yeah, enough with my ranting. Get on with it. Hello, and we're here for the first battle. Now, I had a little pop-up trouble, so we don't get to see the whole team, but you can see it over, by his user. And so it's obviously the Chestnut versus the Togekiss. I don't know how you say that, but I switch into the Magnezone because things, and I don't really want to take anything from the Togekiss. Use Thunder, Heat Wave takes me down to 1% because of the Sturdy, and yeah. So I take the Togekiss out, and this is the first of the post commentaries. Just so you know, this is the first game. So I use Signal Beam. I don't know, I didn't outspeed it, so I was just like, okay, whatever, I'll take it. And put in Greninja, get the free switch, because you might as well. So yeah, I get the free switch and use the Dark Pulse. Of course, the weakness policy is activated, but I don't really care much because I can take it out next turn with another Dark Pulse, as you can see here, and take out the Alakazam. So yeah, there you go. So I like this a lot because you can see, the different turns over on the right side there. You can see that, like the Greninja used Dark Pulse and Alakazam used Energy Ball. And yeah, it's really quite nice to see there. And otherwise, it's really fun to, chat over there. As you can see, I have a little nice face over there. It's kind of funny. But otherwise, he uses Leech Seed sitting up on me and, gets a lot of health there. As you can see, I used Ice Beam, so I have kind of the type advantage there. He uses Protect to get a little bit more HP out of me. It's not very nice. But as you can see, let me see, I'm using that phrase a lot, as you can see, but he switches into Muck. I take I think 2/3 damage, is that what it was? But now he's up to 81% because of Black Sludge and whatnot. Yeah. So I'm debating whether to switch in. I switch into Chompzz with the ground typing there. Gunk Shot gonna miss. And so I have the advantage now against the Muck. And I use the Earthquake while Mega and just destroy the Muck. Really good. And now the Tyranitar comes in, starts the Sandstorm. I use an Earthquake again. The Tyranitar goes Mega. Earthquake just knocks it down to 29%. The Outrage, however, is going to knock me down to 27%, so just kind of an all-out brawl. However, I am faster with the Earthquake and just take out the Tyranitar. So, Garchomp just getting on a roll here, as you can see. Turn 12. Here comes the Meganium. I don't know. I think it's Meganium. I always just want to say Magnium, but it really isn't. It's Meganium. Yeah. So I'm down to just like a sliver health left with my substitute up, so I'm just fine with that. Here comes the Gallade. I put in a Dragon Claw and it gets 60 damage off. And yeah. So I keep moving here. Kind of deciding what to do will be good, and I use an Earthquake, just take out the Gallade. And he's down to his Meganium. And I have 5 Pokemon left. It's 5-1. So, looking pretty good for me. I use a Dragon Claw on the Meganium. Meganium, gonna use Giga Drain, get rid of the substitute here. And, yeah. So, I use Dragon Claw again. He's gonna protect, so he can get a little bit more health out of it, and it's a good thing he did. He gets a little bit more health out of it. He can survive the Dragon Claw now with 8% and takes me out with his Giga Drain. So, Chompzz fallen to the Meganium. However, I got 4 Pokemon left, and I send in Heracross here. Now, I don't know why it kind of stopped here. But, by the way, I will have statistics up. I kind of kept track of statistics, so I'm going to have statistics up on a spreadsheet somewhere. And, yeah, I've been keeping statistics while I've been going through this. I went through it once already without the commentary. Now I'm going through it, so I know what's going on here. Heracross, going to use that Mega Horn, take out the Meganium, and win the battle. So, yeah, 4 Pokemon to 0 here, 19 turns, and let's go to the next round. We won our first one. Alright, so now we got a really interesting here. I'm trying to choose lead here. The opposing team is Scolipede, Real Problem, Garchomp, Charizard, Pangoro, Cloyster, and a Sylveon. And, yep, I got my same team. Team Mud 2, and if you, by the way, a little kind of shameless plug, if you would like to suggest a team to me, you can do so and suggest moves and natures and whatnot, how I should do it, and I'll be able to, or I'll put that in here. And that's the fun thing about Pokemon Showdown. So Magnezone out first, really bad lead against the Charizard. So I'm just like, okay, I'm still gonna stay in here because the Magnezone having that sturdy, hanging on. Magnezone uses Thunder, just misses, and the burn takes me out. So right away, Magnezone down. Not a very good lead to start. So I send out Greninja. Not that bad here. So I'm realizing that there's no rock type on my team still. Or no rock type moves here. And so he uses Solar Beam. I have a Focus Sash on this Greninja, so it can stay around here. And Charizard, of course, having there, he goes down to 27%. Dragon Pulse is going to take me out, however, and so Greninja falls, and it's 6-4 now. And yeah, so just kind of deciding who to throw in. I don't really have a very good options right here. I have Tweet, I have Heracross. I send in Chompzz, and I also had Chestnut, but Chestnut would actually be the worst with the Fire Flying matchup. So I just Mega Evolve, use some Dragon Claw, and take out Charizard. So yeah, just kind of had that neutral there because I can't hit him with the ground type. And here comes Scolipede. Now Scolipede just a huge problem for me. So I do get the free substitute out because he uses Protect. Otherwise, I really just don't like this because the speed boost. And as you'll see, it becomes quite a problem here. So I'm going to use Earthquake, knock out the substitute, but he just kind of he'll restore HP and get his speed like way up. This is just a problem here. And I mean, it's working for him. I mean, that's a really good team idea with that Scolipede, but man, I just did not like this at all, and I don't have any advantage whatsoever against this bug poison type. I can't send Chestnut out there. I can't send Heracross out there. I could have sent in Talonflame, I think, but I liked my position where I was because he has to hit me once to make the substitute fade before this happens. So I was just kind of waiting around, waiting for him to actually attack me. Because, I mean, I'm like, he's got times 3 speed, whatever. He's going to attack me sometime soon. Get rid of my substitute. However, I was wrong here, as you may see soon here. Use the Protect, just kind of keeps stalling me out. This has been going on for like 6, 7 turns now, and he finally uses Baton Pass, and I'm just like, oh crap. He sends in the Cloyster, use a Dragon Claw, get him down to 68%, and of course he can renew um stuff. But other than that, he uses Icicle Spear, hits me twice, and knocks me out, hits the substitute first, and then just hits me again. I'm a little confused here, but I'm like, oh, Icicle Spear hits more than once. So now I'm just in a bad position altogether. I send in Tweet, but I got 5 Pokemon to go through before I can actually win this, and I only got 3 left, and not a very good tight matchup with Heracross and Chestnut on my bench right now. Rock Blast going to take a really good one on, really, yeah, what am I doing? It's going to miss, and Flare Blitz will come in and take Cloyster down to 40%. I'm going to use Flare Blitz again. Yeah, so Rock Blast hits me this time and will take me out. And I have to choose a new person to come in. I don't have a very good matchup at all for this. I have Chestnut and Heracross. I decided Heracross would be a good idea here with the close combat. So I go with that. Icicle Spear gonna, of course, take me down quite a bit here. But of course the fighting type close combat going to take out the Cloyster. Of course I got that going, so Heracross being the MVP here right now. But I have other types to do here. So I got, yeah, a lot to deal with still. It's 2-4. I'm gonna go close combat again. Take the Pangoro in one hit. Now it looks kind of winnable here. But of course, it's still the Scolipede, still the Garchomp, it's still the Sylveon to do with. Yeah, so just kind of waiting around, seeing what he chooses. He chooses the Garchomp. Nothing really to do with this. I have a Bullet Seed, I have Close Combat. I'm just going to go over the Bullet Seed, but it doesn't really matter because the Fire Fang takes me out. And all I'm left with now is Chestnut. So I go out with the Chestnut. Turn 18, Spiky Shield here, trying to get some damage off on the Garchomp, of course. And yeah, just waiting around for what Garchomp chooses here. And yeah, just waiting around. Spiky Shield. And so he's going to use Fire Fang, go right into that, take some damage. And now is my time to take a Wood Hammer to him. Now Fire Fang going to do quite a bit there. But of course Wood Hammer just going to take some damage on that Garchomp. But so much recoil from the Rough Skin, the Rocky Helmet, and the recoil from Wood Hammer that I'd go down to about the same level as he is. As well as Spiky Shield gonna go up here and take some damage there, and I definitely should go for Spiky Shield again. I do not, however, I basically gave up here with Wood Hammer, and yeah, Fire Fang takes me out. So that's a loss. And next battle. All right, so we got the Tyrantrum, an Ampharos. Slowbro, I believe, or is it Slowpoke? I forget which one it is. I think it's Slowbro. And then Registeel, Infernape, and Hydreigon. Now, this one I find interesting, especially with a random shiny Registeel. I mean, it's probably just in his dreams here. But, on my squeaky chair. I say aye, and apparently there's a spectator as well. But anyway, I gotta select something, so I'm going Magnezone, and of course, I'm just like, I don't know, whatever. So Tyrantrum comes in, so I'm just like, okay, what can I do? I don't really have, apparently, I did have something that would actually KO it the first turn, but I didn't realize that, and I didn't realize I had Flash Cannon. So this time, I go for a Magnet Rise, just randomly, and I guess he went for condition 1 too, so he goes for a Fire Fang. I'm going to hold on thanks to Sturdy and use a Flash Cannon to get the one-hit KO and pop his balloon, even though it doesn't really matter. And yeah, so my Flash Cannon, I guess I didn't know I would be super effective. I forgot. If I think Steel is effective against, it must be Rock. I don't know. Nah, it's definitely not Dragon, so it must have been Rock here. So there's Hydreigon. I really didn't want to deal with this, so I switch out to Greninja, I believe. And yeah, Dragon Pulse just takes me very low. I go for the Ice Beam here. as soon as my mouse stops stalling. But his Dragon Pulse takes me out before. He was quicker, and I was kind of surprised about that. But oh well. And now I have to move on to another person, which will be Heracross this time. So Heracross gonna come in now. So now I'm down. I'm down a Pokemon. He's down a Pokemon. It's 5-5, and I basically am down with Magnezone as well. But here we go. We have Heracross. I'm gonna use close combat here. I guess I'm stalling around, but yeah, bobble the idea about substitute, and I actually do substitute. I don't know why I did that, but I do substitute. And the next turn go for the close combat. So I take the Dragon Pulse again. Might have been a good idea to do that. And then I take that out. So here's the Infernape. I'm thinking this is a bad matchup because of the fire. So I believe I switch out here. I'm not quite sure. I thought I switched out. Yeah, I switch out to Tweet with the fire flying here. But Stone Edge just takes me out. Must have been a really good prediction, whatever happened there. And so he just takes me out, one hit KO. And yeah, so now I got Chompzz. Chompzz. So I Mega Evolve here, and I'm going for a Earthquake as well. So he comes in with a Slowbro. This is going to be a problem for a while, but the Slowbro, of course, using its leftovers, and I think sets up on me quite a bit here. But I use Dragon Claw. He uses Toxic. So I'm Poison now. I have Poison fun to deal with. But of course, you're going to use a Dragon Claw again. But he uses Slack Off, which I really did not. I don't like that Slack Off. I had nothing super effective to get on him now that my Greninja's down. So I guess I could have. Never mind, I could have thrown in Chestnut in there. But I'm just like, hey, Electric type Magnezone. And just kind of gave up Magnezone right there. So now it's 3-4. And that Slowbro is going to be a problem. And also Heracross looks really down too. And Chompzz is poisoned. So I send in Chestnut. So Chestnut looking pretty interesting here. But let's go with the Wood Hammer. Because, you know, the Water Psychic typing here. And I take a decent amount of damage off of that. The recoil here, and of course Slowbro going to use Slack Off and basically just cancel out that Wood Hammer. So I just take recoil damage, and here comes the Spiky Shield now to protect myself here. So I take that Spiky Shield. Psyshock, well, not going to do anything because of Spiky Shield, and he just gets more HP. So I'm going to use a Wood Hammer again. Just go out there for that, and just have fun with this. So the Slowbro is going to be tough here. And yeah, so I'm waiting for something. I don't know what he's doing, but either way, I use the Wood Hammer, take him down to about half. Recoil and fun. He uses Psyshock and takes me down to 21%, I guess. And yeah, so I'm thinking Leech Seed here. Set up on him. Use the Leech Seed. He gets the Slack Off. I get some HP out of it. I'm just like, hey, I'm happy. So I'm thinking, yeah, Spiky Shield, get some more HP out of it. He uses Psyshock, protects. I get some Leech Seed here. So I'm slowly getting more HP back on Chestnut. And so I'm just like, okay, well, I can switch into Chompzz and get some HP back as well. And I believe that's what I do to get some more HP back. He uses Psyshock, not going to do very much. And yeah, get some HP back. Of course, the Toxic going to take it basically away again. However, I get the Earthquake off here, I believe. Yeah. Earthquake on the Registeel, just like, it was almost like really good prediction, only it really wasn't. I just went for the Earthquake, but the Registeel takes massive damage. I'm going to go for another Earthquake, and the Registeel too slow. Take out the Registeel, and yeah. So, yeah, the Toxic's starting to hurt now. Really not good, and the Slowbro comes in, so I'm just kind of in trouble now. As you can see, the Earthquake going to do some good damage. Psyshock going to get me down there, and Toxic going to take me out. So the Slowbro here against the Chestnut and the Heracross. And the Heracross looks really sad. So I take out, well, Chestnut would be the better matchup anyway, I think. So I take him out. I got a Spiky Shield that I can use. Toxic gets protected, so I force him basically to make another attempt at Toxic. Now I'm gonna do like, hey, I got a free turn. Let me go Leech Seed. I miss, and so Toxic, of course, not gonna do well against the Chestnut. It's really just not gonna like it, and yeah. So I got the Toxic, I missed. It's turn 23. He sends in the Ampharos. Not going to do very much with the Wood Hammer, but of course the recoil just hurts. So does the Toxic. So I'm going to use Hammer Arm here on the Ampharos because it's going to do better damage. I take the Ampharos out. So it looks doable. It's 2-2. However, now it's 2-1, and I got a Heracross that is basically dead. So, yeah, with the 30% HP, it's just going to be a Psyshock, and I'm done here. I definitely should have used Megahorn. That would have been probably better to do, but I used Bullet Seed, get it to about half, and Psyshock, of course, going to take me out, and that's the loss here. So, yep, that's good. So that was 3 battles, guys. So, anyway, if you enjoyed, remember to leave a like, and if you haven't already, subscribe. This will be a bigger series now on my channel, and yeah, so I'm really hoping to get this to expand quite a bit. If you have a team, don't forget to comment it down below, and yeah, woohoo, Pokemon Showdown. This is Mud Channel 100. Enough with the rambling. Out.